Well, a very good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kenya's most comprehensive political and public governance analysis show. Definitely, I'm talking about the Candid Talk here on Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. Such a pleasure to always have you on board. Well, today I'm joined by Wakili Willis Otieno. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
I want us to analyze the political happenings in this particular episode of the Candid Talk and make our viewers understand some of these things that are actually taking place within the country so that we monitor the political wave and how things are happening. Because definitely I can see a number of things that are taking place on the ground and people are gearing towards the 2027. Everybody wants to be in that particular table when decisions are being made and the national cake is being shared. Now, coming from you, of course, I've seen this kind of conversation from you particularly and a group of Luo Nyanza politicians talking about the irreducible minimum, therefore, and saying here very well that with the, of course, imminent position of Raila, of course, the AU will not actually be here to play the local politics, so to say. I don't know how true that will be, but of course, that also depends on whether he gets that position or not. Tell me about your so-called irreducible minimum.
You know, one thing that we must accept is that Kenyan politics revolves around nationalities.
Okay.
Which some people use the colloquial term tribes. And tribes or nationalities come together to negotiate their interest at the national table. And with the imminent departure of Raila Odinga from the local scene going continental, it doesn't mean that the Luo nation loses its community interest.
Okay.
And they must still pursue at the national level that interest that they have. And it is well in order for them to say, whereas previously we've been looking for the position of president, we are climbing down from president. And if you're climbing down, you climb down to the next available position, which is deputy.
Okay.
So they are well in order to say, we are no longer going to stand someone for president. We are looking for anybody who desires our votes, and you are seeing so many forays, people trying to get into the region. So as a community, it is well in order for them to say, okay, we are seeing so many suitors coming, but before you get into the room, we are asking you that the irreducible minimum, the least that we can ask of you, is the position of running mate. Then we can start a conversation.
Okay.
So if William Ruto desires to get the votes, now that Baba, when he are sent to AU, will not run, then the Luos are okay to ask him, give us a running mate. When Jimmy Wanjigi comes to the community, they're okay. It's okay for them to ask him, give us a running mate. Kalonzo goes, they ask him, give us running mate. Joe goes, give us running mate. That is the irreducible minimum, the least ask of anybody who wants these low votes. Because what do you get in return? Because when you're going there, you're going to look for votes. So there's a vote-rich area. Almost 13% of registered voters in Kenya are from the region, Luos. Number two, you are getting song and flavor. There is no political campaign that has the best songs than the one composed by Jaluos. Number three, you are getting intellectual rigor. The Luo have what you call a bastion of intellect that will bring strategic thinking into any campaign or any government. Number four, they have a ready army. That's an army that can bring this city to a standstill if called upon. Number five, the Luo also have what we call commitment to a cause. That commitment is shown in their color and passion when they take over your campaign. That is what you are going to get in return as a candidate. Now, you expect to get all this for nothing. What are they getting in return? CS, PS, that cannot match up with what you are getting in return. The numbers, the passion, the songs and dance, intellectual rigor. It can't be enough.
Okay.
Uhuru Kenyatta, in 2013, even 2017, Luos didn't vote for him. They had 3 CSS. They had almost 5 PSS. There was no deal that we made with him. So even if he gave those positions, not enough.
Okay.
Now anybody now who wants to come will tell you that in terms of PS and CS, we've always gotten these ones for nothing. Now you want our votes, we need to ask for more.
Okay.
And the more is an irreducible minimum of running mate, deputy president. And if Ruto cannot give a law to be running mate, then forget about those votes. If Kalonzo cannot give a law to be running mate, forget about those votes. At least the only person who has come out and committed to give a law is running mate is Jimmy Wanjigi. And I'm holding that position strong to serve.
Okay. Now, I want you to make me understand this. Definitely, giving the Luo region the position of the deputy president is one thing. It translating into the votes that one needs to win a presidential actual position in this country is another thing. Now, you tell me, how will this actually work in the long run?
It's very simple. Those are votes people are looking for. There's a constituency that the owner has now transcended to be continental. That's why everybody is salivating for that girl. And you're telling them, if you want to come, if it's immaterial, to not translate to votes, then you can as well leave them alone. Yeah, it's not a must you get the Luo votes. They can as well keep away from the region. The region will make a deal with whoever takes them seriously. Nothing stops any of these campaigns. Kalonzo has kept off the region. His running mate seems to be Eugene Wamalo, with Wairia as the chief cabinet, from what the information they've given.
Yes.
So it's okay. So nothing also stops the region from making a deal, looking for someone who can give them a deal they cannot resist. And the simplest deal, I've always said, it's very simple. Look at Mount Kenya. Vote rich as well. They have the numbers. Make them a deal that Ruto cannot make them. Make them a deal for president. He cannot make them president.
Okay.
The Luos get deputy.
So that is the kind of...
No, I'm just thinking it's about political formations. So who can make a deal? It's about deal making at this point, using our basic points of organization. So you can make deals across the board. And it's not wrong to make deals using your community in terms of pursuing national interests.
Okay.
Yes, and the constitution also recognizes our ethnicity, ethnic diversity. Yes.
Now, you're talking about the reducible minimum for this particular nation being the deputy president. So my question would therefore be, do you think that the community will rally behind whoever will be proposed as a deputy president to any presidential candidate, to a man, as they've always rallied behind the former prime minister?
Of course. Raila Odinga was the best bet for the community for president, and they've stood by him all this time.
Okay.
And he was taking them on a journey, and the destination was State House. He's come along, let's say Rambe House. He's come along. They've gotten close to Intercontinental, and he's alighted. He's gone Continental. He's been called to the airport.
Okay.
He's gone Continental. The community is still on a journey to power. Right. So whoever is going to carry them, continue with the journey that Baba started with them, they will go. They'll rally behind that person to a man. And that person must espouse the ideals that Raila stood for, social justice. He must be someone who is pro-people. He must be someone who believes in democracy and human rights. He must be someone who believes in unity of the community and the nation. So whoever will espouse those ideals, and then you must have a partner. Who is your partner? Who are you coming with as your partner for this leadership? Does your partner have a rich vote basket to draw from? Those are the questions the community will ask, and they will see sense in it. Who is going to carry on with the legacy of Baba?
Okay.
And as a partner, and espouse the same ideals as Baba. They will rally behind him. And I can tell you, it is not that the others will not try. They will equally try. But I can tell you the Luo people are very intelligent, and they know how to make their choices. They've never been divided politically since pre-independence to date. It did not start today. They will still be united, and they will vote in one direction, based on their community interest.
Looking at the
Where
voting
it will be
pattern,
catered.
okay. Looking at the voting pattern that we've actually witnessed, it's been rare actually to see the people from the Mount Kenya region vote together with the people from the Luo region.
That is not right. No, that is not. Let me just cut you short. That is not accurate.
You tell me.
Because in the year 2002, Mount Kenya and the Luo region voted as a bloc.
Okay.
And they removed one Daniel Toroitich arap Moi and Uhuru Kenyatta. In fact, one thing that you must note, and I want our listeners to note, at every point, a focal point in the history of this nation, it has always taken the coming together of the Luos and the Mount Kenya communities for this country to progress. Let's start from independence.
And that's why I've said
I'm coming
it's
to
not
that.
been often.
I want to walk you through the journey of epochs.
Okay.
Start from independence. It took together the numbers, intellectual rigors of the two communities for us to get independence in 1963 as a country. That was the first liberation of the black man. After that, they disagreed. Moi got to power, turned this country into a one-party state, a dictatorship. Again, it took the coming together of the two communities. Jaramogi Odinga, Kenneth Matiba, Raila Odinga, James Orengo, Charles Rubia, and others coming together to stand up against Moi and fight for the restoration of multi-party democracy. That was a watershed moment in this country. Again, they succeeded. The next time they came together again was 2002. Again, these two communities coming together. Raila Odinga leading the Luo community, Kibaki leading the Kikuyu community, to unite the whole country. And they said, yote yawezekana bila Moi. And they kicked out the KANU dictatorship. And we saw the transformation of this country that started with the NAC Rainbow Coalition. They disagreed. They came together. And in 2010 again, Raila Odinga as Prime Minister, Kibaki as President, the two communities working together, delivered the 2010 Constitution that has transformed this nation to what it is today. So all the positive strides that we've had as a country is when these two come together. And they always come together when there's a challenge. At this point, the people of Kenya have an historical challenge in terms of the third and final liberation, the economic liberation of this nation. Because everybody in the country is complaining about cost of living. The economy is in doldrums. That is the war that the Kenyan people are fighting. And it will take the coming together of these two communities, the mountain and the lake, to deal with this economic malaise that we're talking about. And you'll see a transformation.
Okay. Well, tell me about this now. Now that you've said that it's actually possible for us to see the Luo community perhaps working with the Gema community to form the next government. So to say, those are your words, but here we are. Of course, the president has spoken. President William Ruto has spoken back, and I remember him hinting at perhaps choosing a female running mate maybe in 2027. So to say, those are words that have been here. But then here we are. In case he decides to actually actualize that, and here you're talking about the irreducible minimum of the community, and he goes for a Luo perhaps running mate, so to say, and in this case, of course, what I've seen going around is perhaps the name of the Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga. How does this then tilt the equation?
So the first thing is that it's a good offer that you will have made to the Luo nation that is chosen a running mate. It's keeping to the terms. So we'll take that one and go to the next conversation. What else do you stand for? Remember what I told you? Even you must have numbers. So the moment Ruto takes away the running mate and gives, for example, a Luo woman, so it means he has openly dissociated with the Kikuyu constituency. He's no longer competing in that space. So they will caucus somewhere. So what offer will that other group make us?
Okay.
So if they make us again the position of running mate, that's okay. We'll take it. So we have a home game. We're in a win-win situation. Now the community will go behind who is the best partner. And which partnership has the numbers and understands the challenges of the day. And we told you the problems of today is the economy. That economic problem has been caused by William Ruto and his Kenya Kwanza. So they can choose their candidate. Just like Moi chose his Kikuyu. Baba chose his Kikuyu. Kenyans understood who had caused the problem and who was the solution. So he can choose. And on the campaign, we'll deal with him. In fact, we encourage him to choose a Luo woman to be his running mate. If he doesn't choose a Luo woman, he can choose Owalo or Omolo to be his running mate. We encourage him because we want to be on the table. This is a conversation the Luo community must have. We encourage him to do so. On this other side, we also encourage everybody else. And we encourage Luos to say, this be our irreducible minimum. In fact, we are going for president, but the least we can take is running mate.
Talk to me about your assertion on you being on the table, that you must be on the table as a community now.
Because it's numbers. And I've told you what the Luos will bring to the table, to any campaign. They cannot be ignored. They cannot be reduced to county politics. They've been at every epochal moment in the history of this nation, championing positive change. So, how are you going to deal with this economic malaise without them?
So right now, with the presence of the likes of Eliud Owalo, of course, the ICT cabinet secretary, the interior PS, Raymond Omolo, Dr. Therein, do you then think that is the community not on the table, and the interest of the community not being
they don't represent the interest. They don't represent the interest of the community. They represent their personal interests. Because the community has never, in any platform, given them the goodwill to represent them. Yeah, so they're trying to campaign. That's what I'm saying. To get the goodwill of the community, make any of them to be running mate. Then they'll come to your table with the blessing of the community. But they came here without any support of the community. So that's why they're not representing the interests of the community. But I'm saying we will achieve the third and final liberation when the two communities come together, Mount Kenya and the lake. And we are going to deal with this economic malaise. That is the formation that we have. Jimmy Wanjigi and Willie Sotieno. Team Jimmy Willie.
That is the kind of formation that is going to
the economic team.
The one that is going to solve the problems of the country.
And we've told you, it's very simple. As we believe in what is called supply side economics, not demand side economics. And you'll see how it's transformative effect on the economy of this nation.
Well, of course, we are here on the ground, and we do pray that God gives us life till that particular moment, because we'll be more than glad to witness your revelation here actually come to pass come the year 2027, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think about this conversation here. Do you think it will be possible for these two communities to maybe to work together, and how do you think that perhaps they're working together would influence the kind of election results that we'll witness in the year 2027 or in the coming years? Of course, we are here on the ground. We're looking at the political happenings in this country, and you're witnessing here everything that is taking place, and we'll keep you updated with all that is happening in this country. Of course, stay tuned to some of our programs that will be coming up next. It is a very big team and a big family. Jariel Kabiru is always here. Richard Mwenja, of course, with different guests, and Prof is also part of this channel. Till we have the conversation again, have yourself a lovely day. My name is Evans Okinyi.